Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced. Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block. On a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At InChain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts. Basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Good afternoon, everybody. It looks like we are live. Neezy in the house already says, what's up, ninjas? Yes, indeed. What is up today? Well, we'll see how many views we get on my show later on. Well, like probably tomorrow after the shitcoiners start piling in. Going to be absolutely hilarious. I mean, this is one thing they still won't get. They keep preaching like scarcity make number go up. Well, what's making the Bitcoin price go up today? Oh, could it be the fact that Donald Trump joined Twetch? Well, stay tuned and we'll find out. Let's do this, rock and roll. So if anybody new who's tuning in or like watching the trailer on YouTube, the reason I've got this Twetch promo here is because previously I was broadcasting live on YouTube, but YouTube banned 2 of my channels. Then they started preventing me from editing my shows. Then they started deleting episodes. I was just like, this is absolutely insane. So now what we do is we broadcast live on Twitch, live at 5 every day from whichever country I'm in, currently in the UK, using a VPN, because that was the only way I was able to get another account. But yeah, and whichever country I'm in, always going to be doing a live at 5. I shall broadcast on Twitch and Twitter, letting people know when I'm going on. You just need to go to www.twitch.tv/SatoshiTV. And then if you want to see the trailers get then uploaded onto YouTube, and then the full episode goes onto Streamanity, of which you can find my profile on Streamanity through my website, www.satoshi.tv. And with that being said, let's crack on with it. So much to get through today, so just going to race through this. So just quickly for any newbies who are seeing this show for the first time, or shitcoiners maybe who don't understand what's going on, this is what happened to Bitcoin in a nutshell. Bitcoin started at the Genesis block. Then the network grew. Then as it grew, a group of developers financed by multinational companies with suspiciously close links to the Federal Reserve thought, you know what? What gives Bitcoin its value is its utility. So what we'll do is we'll take its utility away, and then we'll just tell all these shitcoiners with shit for brains that it's a store of value. And the scarcity make number got up. You know, because block reward every 210,000 blocks. All right, well, 210,000 blocks eventually stops and there is no more Bitcoin left. Then what? Absolutely ridiculous. Even though the last block won't be mined until like the year 2140, like these shitcoiners can't see past it. You know, I heard Max Kaiser being interviewed the other day, trying to persuade Stansbury Research that BTC wasn't a Ponzi scheme. Absolutely hilarious. It was, oh yeah, well yeah, but you know, a Ponzi scheme requires more investors to come in after the initial round of investors. Okay, well, is that not what like BTC requires for a number to go up? Like more investors to come in? Like then what? Where does it go? It's got no utility. It's a massive Ponzi scheme. It's an absolute piece of shit. And when it officially became a piece of shit was actually on the 24th of August 2017 when Blockstream implemented SegWit. And the reason they were able to implement SegWit is because Bitcoin is open source. And the reason Bitcoin is open source is because it is a commodity. It's commodity money. So with it being a commodity and being common to everyone, it cannot have a central point of authority or control, which means it can be debased, which is what Blockstream did by implementing SegWit. So having a chain of signatures is absolutely fundamental to Bitcoin's neutrality because you need something in the network, in the protocol, that keeps all users and developers or holds all users and developers on the network to account. Once those signatures have been broken, whoever it was that broke those signatures can now do anything they want to the network. And nobody can stop them because they have complete control over it. BTC is therefore a security as of 24th of August 2017, and it is fundamentally worth absolutely nothing. There we are in a nutshell. And I've just got my little videos here. So if anybody doesn't believe that a core coin isn't centrally controlled by Blockstream, all you need to do is have a quick listen to what Samson Mao, who's their chief strategy officer, said in an interview with Simon Dick Twitch about Blockstream controlling it. So have a listen to this. Here we go.
Bitcoin was created by the central bankers that enslave you today. It is their scapegoat.
How do you answer those, Max and Stacey?
I think the evidence is clear that they do not control it. There's 10 years, almost 11 years now of track record.
Yeah, Blockstream controls it.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Who does?
Blockstream.
Oh, all right. I was looking at you when I said that.
Yeah, I'm a block. I have a spy. I'm one of the spies. No, so this. You know, it's an interesting. Now that there's.
Yeah, it's an interesting. Now that there's like absolutely ridiculous. You know, they were trying to laugh it off, saying he was joking. Well, if he was joking, why is it factually correct? So anyway, after they crashed its fundamental value to zero, it means the price of it is a complete bubble. It is literally the biggest bubble in history. It dwarfs the tulip mania back in 1637. Like, Bitcoin is absolutely huge. In fact, I think the tulip bubble maybe only went on for a few years, maybe. Yeah, like I say, I think it started in 1636 and then finished February 1637. So maybe a few months. Bitcoin has been going on for 10 years. And the market is literally just full of absolute shitcoins, which we'll come on to in a minute. So anyway, Bitcoin just simply had to continue. And then another group of douchebags, Roger Ver and his crony mates, thought, you know what? We'll try and control Bitcoin now. And we'll change it. And what we'll do is we'll add Schnorr signatures. And we'll add checkpoints every 6 months. And we'll add cash fusion. Now, cash fusion just simply means that global trade and international commerce can never use it because there is no reasonable expectation in trade. There is no legal recourse in BCH, which is fundamental to something being used as a medium of exchange. And if you don't believe me that it's an absolute piece of crap, listen to what Roger Ver had to say about it in his interview.
I have a question here from Satoshi, defender of Bitcoin. He said, if a cryptocurrency is anonymous, like BCH, I don't think BCH is anonymous, but maybe there is something.
Check out cashfusion.com and you combine that with reusable payment codes, and you get Bitcoin Cash in the same sort of ballpark of privacy as Monero. It's really awesome. So you can check out Cashfusion. And I always get it wrong. I think it's .com, but it might be .org. So you can check both. Cashfusion.com.
Okay, awesome. So BCH, maybe using Cash Fusion and XMR, if they're anonymous, how can a business get legal recourse against a supplier if the supplier defaults and no proof on the transaction exists because anon?
Yeah, if you want your cryptocurrency to be perfectly legal for everything all the time, just go use your Visa card. Just go use your PayPal, right? What do you need a cryptocurrency for? You can do all of it with a centralized, fully legal and fully compliant payment platform, right? So go use PayPal. I think you've missed the entire point. The entire point of cryptocurrencies is that by technological design, they are beyond the reach of the law. They're above the law.
That is absolute bollocks. That is total bollocks. The fundamental point of Bitcoin is that it is commodity money. Now, commodity money is something that is common to everyone. Unlike fiat currency, which is backed by the belief and currently backed by the belief in the government, well, your government of whichever country you're in, who literally prints the money off a printing machine, which when they print more, it means they inflate more, which means we get in debt, which creates a huge debt bubble, which is why we get these booms and bust cycles all the time. Roger is completely off on a tangent here, like literally with his own ridiculous ideology about how he wants a chaotic anarcho society where literally you're like people can smoke drugs in their own home, you know, sell crack online, engage in child abuse and human trafficking and kidnapping, doing whatever. Absolutely ridiculous.
That's why, imagine if Bitcoin could have been shut down by governments, they probably would have shut it down from, you know, right out of the gate.
No, the reason they can't shut it down is because it doesn't do anything illegal. You absolute fool.
And it's the fact that Bitcoin can't be shut down. We should ask the BSVers this. If they pass a law saying BSV needs to shut down their blockchain, are they going to obey and shut down their BSV blockchain?
Yeah, because it shouldn't be doing something wrong in the first place.
I hope the answer would be no, which is just, you know, a lot of the stuff I see from some of these BSVers are silly.
Oh, Roger, you're so silly.
But then there's other
BSV fans that, you know, I'm very, very sympathetic to their way of thinking. But the ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time, just go use your Visa card.
Well, there we go. And if you wonder why I call it B-Crash, that's because Roger calls it B-Crash. Have a listen.
And we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Antigua already. Oh my God. So anyway, the whole point of commodity money is that it takes away power because no one has control over it. For the first time in history, the entire world has a commodity money that is common to everyone, that everyone can use, that doesn't restrict access to anyone. Now, BTC and BCH are both closed markets because BTC have got like really slow transaction times, really high fees, which are pricing people out, which means it's a closed market because certain people can't use it. And if not everyone can use it, it is of no value to anyone. Same with BCH. Global trade and international commerce can't use it. I mean, why on earth would you want to, you know, have a market with global trade and international commerce closed out of it? Absolutely ridiculous. So let's see what Satoshi Nakamoto says about Bitcoin and power himself. Here we go.
This is what it all comes down to. See, what people don't understand is Bitcoin with a stable protocol takes away power. If no one can change the protocol, not me, not God, there's no power in money. Money is all about power. And this is one of the things Bitcoin has done. It has removed that power. It will remove that power globally.
Right, and that means it's going to remove power from those central banks who literally can, you know, pay to do and have people say whatever they want to do their bidding for them, to just simply try and remain in power because they are power hungry. But as we know, like, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And again, don't get me started on that, but I can do an entire show on it. But let's have a listen to what Satoshi Nakamoto let's find out what Satoshi Nakamoto's drive is for creating Bitcoin and adding value to it. Here we go.
At the end of the day, we own a lot of Bitcoin. The simple thing is, if we make the network scale, we make it bigger, my main compensation, more than anything anyone could ever pay me, is the price of Bitcoin goes up. So that's my pure drive. I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want it to be worth millions per Bitcoin. That's it. And that's what we spend money for. Very simple.
I want it to be worth millions. Very simple. That's what we spend money for. And the way you get it to be worth millions is that you get the entire world in on it, using it. You make it useful for international trade and global commerce and the entire world. Doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. It needs to be common to everyone. That is it. So when we're talking about like something's being common to everyone, I mean, let's just have a look at the shitcoin market. My lovely coin crap, check it out. Now modern and updated with some more shitcoins on it, like Polkadot and Chainlink. But before we go through this quickly, let's just remind ourselves what it is that shitcoiners say.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
There we go. And so these coins here I've got listed are listed in value ranked order. So you can see all the proof of work coins are at the top. Then there's like proof of stake maybe below that, even though they're an absolute piece of shit. Then there's ERC20 tokens, and finally pre-mined, which includes Neo in there. You're absolute pieces of shit. So Litecoin is the only genuine commodity money. It's the only cryptocurrency that's got any credibility on the entire market. And let's have a listen to see what Charlie Lee said about Litecoin, because we know that he created it. Here we go.
You created Litecoin, right? So this has to be something like you're incredibly passionate about.
Yeah, as most of you probably know, I kind of created it just for fun, right? I didn't really expect it to become anything.
Yeah, didn't expect it to become anything apart from a massive exit scam. And according to the Litecoin Foundation, he sold out at $98, $155, and $350, all out. And legitimately so. He never encouraged anybody to buy it, just simply said it was like silver to Bitcoin's gold, Bitcoin's little brother. And then when Blockstream centralized or Coolcoin made it into an absolute shitcoin, he was just like, oh, well, you know, that was kind of obvious that it was going to happen, and then Bitcoin's little brother is just waiting in the wings. And when it goes up, he'll just simply get out clean. I estimate that he walked away with about $300 million. That's what I think. Charles Hoskinson tried to follow him, doing exactly the same thing with Cardano. However, the mistake that Charles Hoskinson made is that he did a pre-mine. So only IOHK can mine Cardano. Even now, so it's a completely centralized project. It's absolutely, utterly worthless. And they did a whole load of pre-mine, and then they did an ICO. So even though he walked away with $600 million, he ain't going to get away with it. No way. So all of these coins are absolute shit coins. But shitcoiners with shit for brains will never understand this. So, and I've gone over this with like lots of people on my show anyway. But, you know, it doesn't help to look at this every day because it's just absolutely hilarious when you realize that the entire market cap of, I think it was like $1.8 trillion $1.08 trillion I looked at just a moment ago. Only 4.4 billion, which is the value of the market cap of Bitcoin, is genuine value. It's a massive Ponzi scheme. It's huge. But anyway, now that we've gone through that, let's check out these figures. Oh, I haven't looked at this yet. Oh, right. This is the crypto forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network. Shitcoiners will probably never have seen this website before in their lives because they're just simply told to look at number go up and scarcity make number go up. In fact, I mean, let's just have a good old giggle at scarcity make number go up, shall we? Just to rub it into shitcoiners' faces. It's around here somewhere. There we go. This is what shitcoiners look like. when they say scarcity make number go up. It cracks me up. Oh, Shelly Max is 18 here. Ooh, is that nearing an all-time high? Record listeners on the show. Check it out. Well, I'm quite looking forward to looking at these figures. So let's have a butchers at these then. Oh, what transactions? They're down. Oh, never mind. So anyway, so yeah, crypto forecast, strength of the system, health of the network. We've got Bitcoin with 0.9% of the hash rate. That'll probably be increasing soon. Bcrash 2.8, Corecoin 96.3, so that's gone down. Network node, same as the ever since the 15th of November 2018. 2.8% for Bitcoin, 12.6 for Bcrash, 84.6 for Corecoin. Transactions, maybe these will go up tomorrow because the price has literally only been flying up since this afternoon. And I presume the price has been flying up because actually like people have been maybe using it because of what's happened on Twetch. I mean, I've seen the I've been watching the volume on Twetch, you know, go up considerably, and you know, Coin Yeezy's been saying I think this price is ready to break out. So they knew, you know, but they just couldn't sell obviously. So we got currently 34.5% of transactions on Bitcoin, 12.1 for Bcrash, 53.4 for Corecoin. Ugh. You know, well, you know, they're not going to stay there for long. And block size, we got to 34.6 for Bitcoin, 8.7 for Bcrash, 56.7 for Corecoin, even though they don't want anyone to use it. Right, let's play spot the biggest block on Bcrash. Binance macking it hard. Oh my god, what can I see here? There's hardly any blocks. Like, oh, bigger 119, 146, 161. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? If you see a bigger block than 161 in the chat box, please put it in the chat box. That's just absolutely hilarious. There is no data on that chain whatsoever. And then we have a look at Corecoin, and then congratulations to them giving themselves a 1 megabyte restriction, which means that people can't use it. Alright, let's play a spot the biggest block on Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on. What is all this with these small blocks? Well, at least we've got a 1.9 megabyte, so that still beats Corecoin. Yeah, can't get anywhere near that. So, but I mean, usually we're at, you know what, 2, 3, 4 megabytes? What's all this? A 1.9, mine with Binance as well. Oh, yeah. Alright. SBI Crypto's on there. What is it with all these small data things? What is this? 1.9 by Huobi. Alright. Let's see what's going on. Let's get back on with these graphs then. We've got a Bitcoin hash rate by network. Yeah. So, hash rate will just simply follow price, which follows value. That is it. And let me think. So price follows value, which follows utility. And Bitcoin is the only chain that's got any utility on it whatsoever. Proof of work by network since the 1st of August, since the first chain split. Again, Corecoin and Bcrash will just literally, they will stop overnight at some point, like literally just stop dead. They just won't exist anymore. You know, it's not going to be a slow, steady decline. It's literally going to be what's that famous quote when somebody asked them, "How did you go bankrupt?" Oh, you know, slowly at first and then all at once. That's what it's going to be like. Literally a house of cards coming right down. So we've got hash rate by network, Bcrash versus Bitcoin. Like, what the hell? Something strange going on there. Oh, probably because like number will be going up on Bcrash because of all the trading bots. You know, seeing the number go up on Bitcoin. And we got proof of work by network, Bcrash versus Bitcoin. Transaction fee. Oh, what's this? Disappointed that it's only 17,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Corecoin. It's usually in like 30s and 40s. But anywho, it's currently 9.9% more profitable to mine on Corecoin. It's because like numbers still up. But that's going to change soon. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Oh, yeah, Corecoin winning. Transactions by network. Oh, Corecoin winning. Transactions per block. Corecoin winning. That's unusual. Fees USD. Bitcoin smashing it. Fees Satoshi's Bitcoin smashing it. Block reward ratio. Again, that will come with time, which follows price, which follows value, which follows utility. Blockchain growth by network. Yeah, just laughing at Bcrash here. Absolutely hilarious. Global hash rate. So we've got Binance macking it hard this week. F2 Pool still in first place. Pulling their socks up. But BTC.com being pushed down into 5th, along with Ampool in 6th. So that's basically Bitmain. So global hash rate, 24 hours. Binance turning up. I wonder where they are. Interesting. BTC.com back in the top 3. Seriously, CoinDance going to do this to me on a live show? Come on, come on. You ain't going to get any tips from me if you start behaving like this. No, sirree. Come on, down we go. Come on. Let's have this. Come on, there we go. I'm going to start moving this so the cursor doesn't... Oh, look. So, yeah, that was 7 days. You might get a bit seasick doing this, but I can't let it slip away from me. So this is 24 hours. Binance macking it, pushing F2 Pool down into 2nd. So this looks very similar to CoreCoin. Yeah, almost identical to CoreCoin. In fact, yeah, that is color for color pretty much, apart from when it gets down to the bottom. So Bcrash. Right, we've got Binance on Bcrash for whatever reason, probably maybe... Oh, come on, CoinDance. Seriously? Oh, what the hell? Alright, so there we go. That is Bcrash. So BTC top, obviously a massive shitcoiner. Binance we know is a shitcoiner. Ampool a massive shitcoiner. Tell you what, let me just turn those off. There we go. Yeah, and then have a look at Bitcoin. Oh no, see Binance. See, maybe Binance has just seized the opportunity. They're like, whoa, number go up, need some. Well, hopefully it's going to be too late, because we've been shaking those shitcoiners off the chain, literally like bucking them off as hard as we could over these past few months. Do not want them on the chain whatsoever. Do not want Binance holding any Bitcoin, like at all, on their exchange. No siree. They were the ones that led the charge on delisting it. Any more of this shit and we delist it. Well, you know, why don't you stop with your shit and stop mining it? That's what I'd say on that one. So they have pushed Huobi down into 2nd with 23%. Tal on 18. Let's see if Tal is actually mining any CoreCoin. Wow, yeah, it doesn't look like it. It looks like Tal are macking it hard. They are going in guns blazing on Bitcoin. Absolutely fantastic. And then we got F2 Pool and BTC.com gesturing on there. Maybe there's wanting a little bit, but yeah, who knows. All right, let's have a look at Bitcoin blocks live then. Oh, so look, transactions are going up a little bit. This was like around just sort of like 1 transaction a second. Now it's just gone up to 3 or 4. This will increase rapidly very soon, I'm expecting. Oh, look, it's holding 4 now. I've seen this with my own eyes as high as 3,000 transactions per second. Bearing in mind that Visa and MasterCard are only capable of 1,500. And we've already seen this at over 3,000. And it's just getting warmed up. Like, absolutely amazing. As you know, Bitcoin is capable of millions of transactions a second. And then you can scale those transactions by putting payment channels in between them. Bitcoin is capable of doing billions of transactions per second. Absolutely phenomenal network. It is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system ready for global trade and international commerce. And if you want a slightly more in-depth definition, one of my own, I'll more than happily give it to you. Bitcoin is the foundation layer for all future digital technologies, secured and underpinned by economic principles. So let's just go back to my profile and have that picture up. Here we go. Check it out. Yes, sirree. This is how you have to view Bitcoin. So imagine like this is the world, and then this is the Bitcoin network all around the world. Literally, the entire world will run on the Bitcoin network because digital data is too precious to lose, because the financial world runs on digital data. And it is trust that underpins the financial system. Now, Bitcoin, for the first time ever, provides a universal source of truth for that data that cannot be cracked, hacked, altered, changed, or deleted. The amount of data is also unlimited. Unlimited data, which means it gets its value from the speed, cost, and scale at which the data can be uploaded onto its network. And the way you do that is by paying a micropayment in Bitcoin, which saves corporations millions, if not billions, on data efficiencies and securities. That is why they'll be buying Bitcoin. Not because scarcity made number go up and all that bollocks. I mean, I just have to. I literally laugh when I think how stupid these shitcoiners are when they believe that crap. Like, honestly. So anyway, these rectangular vertical blocks that we see going across the top of the screen, these are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network. Below that are the organizations who are generating those transactions. And then on the right hand side, we've got the transaction ID, the input, the output, the type, and the op return. Then once they're recognized by the nodes on the network, they're thrown into the meme pool. Once they're in the meme pool, they are then competed for by the miners and payment processors in order to process that transaction, put it in a block, create the block, win the block rewards, and then put the block on the blockchain where it is stored forever as a universal source of truth. And if we look at this block here, for example, 8.2 megabytes. In the highlighted rectangular blocks below, we've got the hash number, the height, who it was mined by, the size, the time, the date, the transaction count, and the total fees in the block. Now, this is what shitcoiners don't understand. They don't understand that Bitcoin is meant to be an economically self-sustaining system. It is not a Ponzi scheme where just scarcity make number go up, and as the block reward gets cut in half, number goes up even higher. When that block reward stops, when the last Bitcoin is mined in 2140, what then? What, you're not bothered because you won't be here by then? That is absolutely ridiculous. Even at the next block reward halving, I mean, we're currently at 6.25. Then it's going to go down to 3.12. You know, like how the miners, the payment processors need to economically sustain themselves. And it's the transaction fees in the block that will enable them to do it. This is the whole point of the Bitcoin going up in value, is that it economically sustains the miners while the network is growing. And not only does it economically sustain the miners, it also incentivizes people to use the network because the miners are constantly adding value to it by increasing the speed, increasing the scale, and reducing the cost of transactions so that more and more people use it. As more and more people use it, the speed gets faster, the scale gets bigger, the cost of transactions gets lower. And then more and more people come into it. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy, or, you know, a cycle of efficiency. It is just absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, so bit of schooling for shitcoiners there. Right, and yeah, I will tell you what, obviously got to have a look at this picture here for any newbies who are a bit unsure about what I'm going on about here. This is the image that we want. So this is the block reward here, cut in half, cut in half, cut in half, cut in half. Now this is when the crossover is anticipated in Q1 2021. So we're expecting big things this quarter, as we are seeing already. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Look at the volume of transactions. Like, so this is the block reward, and these are the fees in the block. So we currently get 6.25 Bitcoin, which is like $1,000 per block. And the fees are literally like, you know, what, $3 a block? So we're expecting huge volumes coming on chain within this quarter. Like, absolutely massive. You know, and we're seeing things happening today. Movers and shakers. No one in this crypto space can do what Bitcoin can do. No one. Literally no one, because everybody's trying to do the same thing, and only Bitcoin can do it. Only Bitcoin can do the lot. You know, Bitcoin is just simply an intelligence test. And at the moment, we just got the most intelligent people in BSV, because that's Bitcoin. That is it. Right, let's have a quick look at this other metrics again for newbies. BitInfo charts, they've got a rich list on here so you can see how many Bitcoin and shitcoin are in each wallet. Then you've got different metrics you can use just to look at, really. And then we go to BitInfo charts, and then on the highlighted blue tabs on the left, you've got different comparisons that you can use. So we'll just look at transactions average per hour. Let's have a look at that. And then you can choose which coins you want to compare. I mean, they're all shitcoins anyway, so you only want shitcoins compared with Bitcoin. Bitcoin being BSV. We'll have BCH in there for lols. And then we will go to log and 3 years. because this is when this is basically when Bitcoin had to start again. Even though the chain starts at the Genesis block, it got a new ticket and a new price tag. It stole all the value from all those shitcoiners. But look at this. This purple line is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. This purple line, this massive increase over probably like a 12-month period. This shows you value added. This shows you development. This shows you intelligence. This shows you competition being smashed out of the water, because this is what Bitcoin is capable of. If it can do that in 12 months, imagine what it can do if you're giving it a little bit longer. Like, absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Right, and after that, let's get on with the shitcoin market. Woohoo! Check it out. Right, here we go. I mean, look at that. Ha! Core coin minus 1.5% today. Good. But seeing all these shitcoins in the green, they were in the red earlier, but that's only because look at this. Look at this Mac Daddy. 67%, and then all these others just like, 1.8, Chainlink 7, Bcrash 14. Look, it's trading bots doing this. It's dirty traders that haven't got a clue what they're doing. They're literally just like hedging their bets because they're just like, oh, it's like the stock market. I just need a portfolio of loads of shit coins and I'll be all right. Hopefully one of them will take off. No, the only way you can diversify your the only way you can reduce risk is by increasing research. And research will tell you that only Bitcoin, which is BSV, has any fundamentals in place. And the fundamentals are, number one, accountability, chain of signatures. Number two, a locked protocol, so anyone and everyone can build on it. Number three, infinite scale. Number four, competition, proof of work. And number five, fixed supply. So anonymous coins do not hold people accountable because the creator is anonymous. There is no one holding the creator to account. Therefore, they have complete control over the system. Therefore, the network is fundamentally, absolutely, and utterly worthless because it is not a commodity. Only Bitcoin is a commodity. The entire market cap that we're looking at here, which is currently like 1.08, the entire thing will flow into Bitcoin. The entire thing. Let's have a look at the price. Woohoo! Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it touched. It touched over $300. Oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And this, as we've probably seen, is, we suspect, the result of this man himself. Let's have a quick look at this, shall we? Let's go through this gossip. I'm just going to find it in a second. Check it out. There we go. Look at this. Look this. Is this genuine? Donald Trump. And we saw that Donald Trump has just been kicked off of Twitter. And I've got the post here actually. Yeah, this is what they've done to Donald. Let's see if we can find it. Is it around here somewhere? Hold on. Further down. Seriously, I know I posted it to myself. Anyway, well, let's have a look on Twetch. Here we go. Replies. This was the one. So check it out. Is this legit? Donald Trump user 22820. Is this his first Twetch? Says, my use of social media is not presidential. It is modern day presidential. Make America great again. I mean, we know it's going to happen anyway. Eventually everybody will be using Twetch because their data is too precious. They cannot be silenced by big corporations because we know that, the power that sits behind the Federal Reserve has got their claws into big corporations because they're the ones that supplying the corporations money. We print money, you get the money. Let's be friends. That's what happens. And Donald Trump was just like, no, I'm not having any of that. I'm not going to start a war just because you want me to. You know, I'm here to be president. And they're just like, oh, right, well, if that's the way you're going to play it, then we'll just simply take you out. So let's have a quick look. I've got this on my profile somewhere. Here we go. This was the one. Check it out. I mean, I had trouble, I honestly, believing this, but look at this. So it says, after close review of recent tweets from @RealDonaldTrump account and the context around them, we have permanently suspended the account due to the risk of further incitement of violence. Well, what are people meant to do? They've had the election stolen from them, and it's those people who are in control of the media that are doing it. So it's these, what else are you meant to do if, because you can't, you're going to be silenced on every single media platform. The news is going to report the false narratives that the people who sit behind the Federal Reserve want them to spin because they pay everybody's salaries. Yeah, so what else are you meant to do? I mean, again, I don't agree with, certainly don't agree with, incitement of violence, but I don't think that's what Donald Trump has done. I think the people were protesting peacefully. And then again, the deep state who want to make it look like they're inciting violence get loads of Antifa and Black Lives Matters, protesters there causing shit. I mean, we all saw, the celebrations that were taking place when Joe Biden sort of stole the election. I mean, absolutely ridiculous that they think they can actually get away with it. And then suddenly all, Black Lives Matter and Antifa are all dancing together in the street. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. It's just like, so Joe Biden's going to solve all your problems, is it? Suddenly the Black Lives Matter has been solved. Suddenly Antifa are happy. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely insane. And, this was the Twetch we just looked at. So this is my reply to him. So whether or not I'll get one, who knows. I said, hi, Mr. Donald Trump. Welcome to Twetch. I see Twitter has suspended your profile. You'll find your posts here secured by the Bitcoin blockchain. Please get yourself a Handcash wallet on your mobile so we can welcome you on board. By the way, they stole your election. Just me and Donald Trump like that. But let's have a look at that, shall we? Look at real Donald Trump. Here we go. President of the United States. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, there were still like profile pictures and banners up there when I checked it earlier today, but they've completely taken it down. That is absolutely shocking. Like, genuinely, absolutely shocking. So again, it just goes to show you that the president hasn't got the power, but I tell you who has. Those with access to the money printers. They're the people who are doing this. The chairman of the Federal Reserve is just simply a puppet on a string. For these people who actually kind of like do all these off-balance sheet transactions, printing trillions of dollars and like, bringing down towers and all that kind of stuff. Dare we say more? Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, Bitcoin cannot come soon enough. Like, honestly, it really can't. Little smiley face there. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Rock and roll. So we'll leave it there, and as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, joy given, same time tomorrow's, catch you laters. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity for just 20 cents. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below. Bitcoin, one world, one chain.
One vision.